Greetings and welcome once again to the New Calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel. So in this very short video, I'd like to discuss a very important misconception in all of mainstream mathematics academia. So they believe, the Church of Mathematics Academia believes that the elements is about geometry. Well, nothing could be more wrong than that. The elements is not about geometry, okay? And you'll see why in a moment. Well, the elements talks about very profound, deep concepts that are not easy to explain without diagrams. Okay, so for example, if you're going to be talking about the shortest distance, a shortest distance between 2 points, you may as well call it a straight line, right? And so, yes, that's what happens. Okay, that's what happens. You get a straight line. Okay, so the shortest distance here is this straight line. So that's what happens when you talk about concepts in abbreviated form so that you can say a lot more. Okay, so let's see now, how do all these things work? Okay, so this first proposition is actually not, it's not translated correctly. It's not to construct. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, let's look at the Greek. Epitis douthesis ευθείας, πεπερασμένης τρίγωνον ισόπλευρον συστήθασθε. That means on a given straight line, πεπερασμένης means it is between 2 points. Okay, it's a straight line between 2 points. A triangle a triangle with equal sides can be introduced. Okay, so that's a much better way to translate this. Now, imagine if you had to say that very same thing without looking at the diagram. It's exceptionally difficult. I mean, just try to describe proposition 1 without using a diagram, and you'll see how hard it is. So the elements is not about geometry. You cannot construct a point. You cannot construct a line. You cannot construct a circle. These objects here are not things that you can construct. Why? Well, because these two are distances, okay? And this one here is symbolic of a location, okay? So the main property of a geometric object is distance. You cannot construct distance. So when somebody tells you you cannot construct a perfect circle, that's not even wrong. It's just totally moronic. You can't construct a circle, period, you morons. Do you understand that? Now, your teachers are absolute baboons, and your lecturers are incorrigible. Your lecturers of mathematics are incorrigible idiots who don't understand mathematics, who have never understood the elements, who have never understood what mathematics is all about. And so that's why you're still confused and you still don't know that this is not a point, okay? Not a point. That this is not a line, okay? That this is not a circle. That this is not a triangle. Not a triangle. Okay. This is not a square. Okay. Not a square. Not square. So all these objects here would be very hard to describe. So how do we describe, for example, triangle without looking at the diagram? Well, it would be the shortest distance between any 3 distinct points. Same with a rectangle. Shortest distance between any 4 distinct points. A circle is much harder. With a circle, you have to imagine, not you have to imagine, you have to understand that because lines do not consist of points. You have to think of locations as flags along a line. So in other words, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, and so on. Okay. So what I'm telling you here is that for a circle, you have to think that there are flags. Okay. And so how can you describe it then? You can say, well, the circle is that path, right? From which the distance to a given center is the same shortest distance or straight line. Imagine saying the same shortest distance all the time. So you don't say that. You say the same straight line. And of course, here I'm talking about a plane. If you're looking at a sphere, that's not necessarily true, but I'm not going to go into that right now. So you cannot construct these objects. They are not constructible, you stupid, incorrigible, poor, ignorant, retarded mainstream mathematics professors and teachers. These are not constructible objects. Don't use that word construct, by the way, because guess what? It's not used anywhere in the elements. Okay. You do not construct anything in the elements. It's either introduced or recommended, but never constructed. Okay. That's what that Greek word systiseste means. Okay. Systiseste. Like that. And if I say cystisis, it means recommendations or introductions, by the way. Okay, so if you say introductions, oops. Okay, it says in Isawa, yes, but there is also, you can also say cystisis. For example, if I say, Boris na me cystisis, can you introduce me? Right, let me see if I can say that in Greek. Boris σε παρακαλώ να με συστήσεις στον Κύριο. There you go. Can you see? There's that word systesis, and it doesn't mean recommend there. Okay, it means introduce. It says, can you please introduce me to the gentleman? Okay, so over here in Euclid's Elements, this wording here does not mean construct. So Sir Thomas Heath, yep, he was a great mathematician in my opinion, one of the greatest. Was pretty good, but he didn't understand this correctly, I'm afraid. So that's just another one of the many things that Heath didn't get right, but he still did a fantastic job and he deserved to be knighted. And I deserve to be knighted as well. But somebody told me you have to be a UK citizen. That's just terribly awful. So I'll never be knighted now, I guess. Oh well, there goes Sir John Gabriel. If you're not already a subscriber, become a subscriber to my channel, click like, and follow me on academia.edu. Also, remember to join this wonderful Discord channel. Okay. It's a new calculus channel. So if you get on here and you start describing anti-mathematical bullshit like abelian rings or groups and fields, you're going to be kicked off because here we only discuss the new calculus and mathematics, by the way. And where we're concerned, mathematics is, listen carefully, mathematics is the abstract science of measure and number, nothing else. I'm John Gabriel, and this is New Calculus Channel. Till next time, goodbye.